So I've got this listing that EtsyRank and Marmalead are ranking as a grade D, but it's ranking. Why is that? You're lucky. I've got a listing that they're ranking as an A, and it's not ranking. Why is that? So EtsyRank and Marmalead are really helpful websites, but sometimes it can be a bit confusing. What exactly do these grades that they give us mean? Does it mean my item's going to do well? So I just want to ask you guys before we get started, have you ever had a listing that's graded really high but just doesn't rank? Or have you had an item that's graded really low but actually ranks? Is this something that's puzzled you in the past? Let me know in the comments below, or if you know what's going on, let us know in the comments. So this is a question I was asked a couple of weeks ago, and it's a fantastic question. That someone asking why, although their item is graded a D, it's ranking, and should they be worried about that or do something about that? Now, EtsyRank and Marmalead are fantastic tools, but they're just that. All they are doing is telling us if the item as a whole, our listing as a whole, is using the best possible practices. They're ranking the entire listing, but they're not ranking on a particular keyword phrase. So they're looking at a bunch of what they consider best practices, which is simple things like spelling, punctuation, have you filled in enough photographs, are your titles what they consider long enough, and have you filled in all 13 tags. But actually it's possible to optimize for only one keyword term, and in some respects this might be the best strategy for some difficult terms. If you haven't already looked, I'm going to link you to my friend Nico's video. Now this is talking about ranking on YouTube, but it's actually really relevant for everything. Talking about how each kind of shop is going to have its own ranking power based on a number of factors, and a bigger shop might have bigger ranking power, and if we're only little, we only have a small amount of ranking power. And if we go for 13 different keywords that we want to rank for, what we might be doing is spreading up our power over 13 different terms. Whereas if you just aim for one ranking term, what you're doing is putting all your bets on this one keyword term. So from EtsyRank and Marmalead's point of view, this might not be the best strategy, but it might actually mean that for that one term you win and you rank just for that one term. So your D grade might be because you've spelt a word wrong or used bad punctuation that's not even in the keyword, so it's not relevant to your actual ranking, but they're giving you a grade because it's something you can improve on that might help you for different types of ranking. Or the same if you only have one photograph. Now plenty of shops sell really well with only one photograph if it's an amazing photograph. Having several photographs helps a customer see things from lots of different angles and get an idea of scale and an idea of how to use the item. But there's times when you really don't need it. If you're looking at something like a painting, other pictures might be useful, but they're not really going to get you the sale. They're not going to tell the purchaser any further information than your first main shot. So if you only have one picture, EtsyRank and Marmalead might tell you you're not optimized, but it might be good enough. It might also be that you've hit on a keyword that has much less competition. There's a lot less people making the actual item that you're trying to optimize for. So this means if there's less competition, if you have a keyword that there's only 4 other shops that have an item for, you're going to rank on the first page anyway, regardless of how rubbish your SEO is, because there's only 4 items to stick on the front page. So a D rank on a far less competitive keyword is still likely to get you ranking, whereas a D rank on a really competitive keyword might mean that you've got a lot more work to do. But it also might be that if you're driving a lot of traffic from other sites, say Pinterest is sending loads of people over to your shop, to your item, and your item's selling a lot, regardless of how bad the SEO is on that item, you're making Etsy money. Now think about it, if you were running the website, would you want to promote this shop that has all the best practices but isn't selling at all, or that has slightly less practices but is actually making you a ton of money? You're going to go for the side where the money is. So good SEO, this grade from EtsyRank and Marmalead is Really, really important that basically you're telling Etsy where you would like to be ranked. But there's a whole lot more into an algorithm than that. The shopper experience, the number of sales, the good interactions with your item. So you're telling Etsy where you'd like to be ranked, and then it chooses if it's going to rank you. So this is not to say that good SEO practices are a bad thing in any way at all. This might just be the competitive edge. As you've seen in my videos of Can a Small Shop Rank, if you're a brand new shop without a whole lot of ranking power in any way, you don't have a whole lot of return customers, you haven't maybe built up the social media presence, then this can give you a competitive edge on some of the larger shops that might not be doing their SEO quite so well. So it's good practice to get good SEO in there, but it doesn't guarantee you anything, it just might give you an extra edge. So I hope that helped you guys. If you have any further questions about this, don't forget to leave them in the comments below, and give a read through the comments because someone might have some fantastic advice or ideas there. I'm Pam Duthie. I'm here to help you craft your career with creative marketing and artistic inspiration. And every Monday I give tips and advice on selling online, specifically on Etsy, the biggest marketplace for creative people on the internet. So if this is something you're interested in, don't forget, click on my wee face to subscribe, check out the videos in the cards up above, and come back every Monday. Thank you so much.